Hello, my name is Professor Lisa Wiley Maslow. I'm going to be your EN 102 Composition for the Humanities instructor this semester, 102, all online. Obviously, you're signing on board for the STEM course, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. Um, let's see, we're lucky that we're capped at 15 students per section, but bear in mind that this is an advanced writing course. We assume that you have passed EN 100 or you have qualified out of it. So this is really a second semester course. And we look at it accordingly in terms of your grammar and your writing skills. Bear in mind, we'll be writing in APA style. Maybe you were used to MLA back in EN 100, but for the STEM course, we use APA style. You will be generating 20 pages by the end of the semester, but that will be spread out throughout the course of time. You'll be doing 3, 5 to 7 page essays. There will be a research project in an area of STEM that interests you most. And believe it or not, you'll be writing a short story for me. I got this idea from Syracuse University when my son was a freshman there in his second semester. You'll be writing on an ethical conflict within your field of STEM. You're going to bring it to life through some characters that you're going to create. I also happen to teach creative writing here. I also teach the Lit course, EN 101, and I also teach the composition course. And you will also be doing an oral presentation for this class. You'll simply be videoing yourself, and then you'll upload that video to a discussion board. But that's really our very last assignment of the entire semester. What else do you need to know to get yourself started in here? Let's see. One of your first discussion boards, you're going to introduce yourself to all of us. You're going to be able to read mine as a sample. That'll be due within that first module. You will get used to looking at the lessons tab and then the learning modules. I recommend 3 times per week that you are logging into this course 3 times per week. I send out a weekly announcement every Monday is the plan. And usually discussions of boards are due by Sunday night at midnight. All of my drop boxes and discussion boards, midnight is always the magic deadline. I keep it standardized throughout everything that you do. So bear that in mind. Um, so yes, as I said, log in 3 times per week. And since it is a 3 credit course, you should be putting in at least 3 hours per week for this course. Don't try to cram 3 hours all into one session. Work on it steadily throughout the week. I will post readings for you, videos for you, and you'll follow it up and exchange ideas in our discussion boards, as well as in journals that only I see, and also papers that only that I will see. What else can I tell you there? My interest within STEM is mostly in the science, the S area of STEM. I have written about literature in medicine or literature in healing. My poetry has been published in JAMA, the Journal of the American Medical Association, as well as in the Healing Muse. And that's what I'm fascinated with, the intersection of the arts and medicine and healing. But maybe, of course, you're here for something else, for technology, for engineering. My son just graduated Syracuse with a mechanical engineering degree. Maybe you're here for math or technology. We'll cover all of those areas, and really all the projects we do ask you to focus on the area of STEM that you're most interested in. So bear that in mind. No textbook is required, which is going to save you some money. Everything you need to read, I will post on the discussion boards. Well, or in, excuse me, in those learning modules. You go to lessons, you go to the modules, and it should be self-explanatory there. I do have 5 hours of office hours per week that is listed on the syllabus. Please do look over the syllabus very carefully. Bear in mind those 5 hours. I am affiliated with North Campus. So you will find me in upstairs in Kittinger Hall, K207H. And my official office hours are Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8:30 in the morning till 9:30, as well as that lunch hour from 12:15 to 1:15. So if you happen to be on North and you catch me before or after seated classes, that might be a great time. I also have an online hour on Wednesdays. Wednesdays in my WebEx room from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. I do ask that you email me in advance to set up an appointment so I know to turn my camera on. So also on the syllabus, you'll find that I'm at Moslow, Moslow, at ecc.edu. And then I will know to have my camera on and be ready to meet you. If none of those 5 hours work for you, if you find that you just can't meet during those times, I certainly can set up an appointment outside of those times, whether it be online or in person. Just let me know 24 hours in advance so we can make that happen. Deadlines are important, and that's why logging in 3 times a week is important. I find that my most motivated students are the ones who take online EN 102. They're usually very self-motivated, and they just know that they need to check on those deadlines. They need to keep up with the work because in an online course, especially this one, procrastination is your worst enemy. It's easy to let it slide. It's easy not to log in, but it's not going to go away. And you can't wait weeks and weeks and plan to catch up because I will close the drop boxes roughly 48 hours after they're due, and you can no longer upload and turn things into the drop boxes. So bear that in mind. Drop boxes in Brightspace are very important because it will screen your work through the Turnitin software, the plagiarism software. It'll also alert me if there are any AI issues. And really, we take that very seriously as a college. There's no reason to be using AI to help you on anything for this course. I'm interested in your own original thoughts, your own critical thinking skills, and don't turn it over to a robot to help you do that. It's not going to sound like your voice. It's going to sound like somebody else wrote it. And this is ultimately a composition course after all, composition for STEM. Composition means to compose. You're like a musician with your words. And if you try to turn that over to something else like a chat GPT, that's not your composition anymore. And I wonder, why are you even taking this class? So bear that all in mind. It will be treated like plagiarism if you were to rely on any AI. I just want to make that crystal clear from day one. So allow enough time, plan yourselves 3 hours per week for this course. Just keep up with your deadlines. And I promise you it is going to be a successful, enjoyable semester. I look forward to meeting all of you on discussion board 1. And really, anytime you want to drop by office hours or set up an appointment, nice to meet you all on here. Bye now.